Let me share a dark personal secret with you, something that most people would never ever admit to. I used to have a six-figure job as a sales director for a large mortgage company way back in 2006. I thought I was untouchable. I had a big house, a nice car, money rolling in. Life was good. But by 2008, I was homeless. Not exaggerating, literally homeless, sleeping on a friend's couch with a credit score that looked like a horror movie. Collections, defaults, charge offs, you name it, it was on my credit report. I remember walking into a bank to open a checking account and they declined me. Imagine that. Not even qualified for a checking account. I felt totally humiliated. But here's the crazy part. Just a few years later, I had a 750 credit score and an apartment in my name. So, how did I turn it around? Well, that's exactly what I'm about to share with you. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around because midway through, I'm going to reveal the single biggest mistake that most people make after defaulting that keeps their score in the gutter. Fix this one thing, and you'll see a difference almost immediately. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game changing video that affects your finances. I promise you will appreciate it. Now, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. All right, step one, you need to face the music. Now, I know it's scary, but you can't fix what you don't understand. I pulled my credit report, and believe me, it was brutal. Defaults, late payments, charge offs. It felt like I was reading a crime scene report. But here's the thing, you have to know exactly what's going on there. So go to annualcreditreport.com. It's free once a week. Pull it, print it, and grab a highlighter. Now, here's where most people mess up. They focus on the wrong things. Whatever you do, don't worry about your credit score just yet. Focus on the accounts that drag it down. Defaults, late payments, collections, highlight those because those are your targets. So here's what blew my mind. You can actually negotiate your way out of default. So I started with my collections. I called them up and I said, listen, I know I owe you money and I want to fix this. What can we work out? And guess what? Most of them were willing to settle for a lot less than the original amount, sometimes as much as 30% less. But here's the key, you need to request a pay for delete agreement. Now, that means once you settle, they remove the negative mark from your report. Most people don't know this, but you can literally have a collection disappear from your credit history if you negotiate it correctly. Now, here's a pro tip, and it's important. Get everything in writing. If they agree to delete it, make sure it's documented before you send them a single dime. But here's the real secret that finally pushed my score into the 700s. And it's not about paying off debt or disputing charges. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. But first, let's talk about step three, because this is where things really started turning around for me. You can't just clean up the bad stuff. You need to start adding good stuff. So here's what I did. Firstly, I got a secured credit card. I put down $200 and I used it for gas and groceries and paid it off in full every single month. I then became an authorized user on a family member's credit card with a long positive history, and that instantly boosted my credit length and my score. Next up, I applied for a credit builder loan, basically a small loan that you pay yourself over time. Every payment gets reported to the credit bureaus, and within 6 months, my score jumped over 100 points. All right, so here's the game changer, the thing nobody told me about until I figured it out myself, and it's called the utilization ratio. Now, credit utilization is the percentage of your available credit that you're actually using. And I was using over 80% of my available credit. And obviously, it was killing my score. So I focused on bringing that utilization down all the way under 10%, even if that meant paying down my credit card balance or increasing my limit. Once I got my utilization under 10%, my score shot up a further 40 points in a single month. Now, here's a pro tip. If you can't pay down your balance, request a credit limit increase. It lowers your utilization without you spending a single dime. Want to know the fastest way I boosted my score by over 50 points in 30 days? Here we go. I asked for a goodwill adjustment. Now, I did have some late payments on my report from years ago. So I wrote the creditor a really heartfelt letter. I explained my situation and I asked if they'd be willing to remove them as a gesture of goodwill. And to my shock, some of them actually agreed. So if you've been a loyal customer or you've had a hardship, there are a lot of companies out there that will help you out, but you have to ask. So that's how I turned a complete credit disaster into a 750 credit score. I faced my report, negotiated my debts, built positive credit, and I managed my utilization. And let me tell you, the first time I got approved for a new apartment after fixing my score, well, that was one of the best feelings of my entire life. But listen, you don't have to figure all of this out alone. If you want someone to walk you through the process and get results faster, that's exactly what we do at Compassionate Credit Repair. We've helped thousands of people just like you, and obviously we can help you too. So if you're serious about turning your credit around, click the link in the description and book a free consultation. Let's get you on the path to financial freedom starting right now. And if this video helped you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've got a ton more insider tips that are coming your way. Thanks for watching. Now go crush it.